Greetings and salutations, everybody. This is Jacob. Okay, so how the heck do we solve this problem? It seems complicated. Well, my friend, it is complicated, to say the least. This problem is no joke. It's complicated and then some. Oh, yes. It's much more complicated than it looks. I can't say that about a lot of puzzles. This puzzle is very unique. So stay tuned because you're in for a treat, my friends. First of all, let's simplify the problem a bit to gain an intuitive grasp of it. Okay, let's say we have 2 coins instead of 12. How would we determine which one is the lighter one or the heavier one? With 2 weighings. We would need a coin that we knew is a normal weight. Otherwise, we couldn't determine if one is lighter or the other is heavier. So say we have such a coin. How would we determine the culprit coin? You just put 1 coin on each scale. If the scale unbalances and we swap the normal coin, which is off the scale, with a coin that's on the scale. If the scale then balances, then if the coin we removed was heavier than the other coin during the first weighing, and that means the coin we removed is the culprit, and it's heavier than the others. But if after the swap nothing changes, then that means the coin we didn't touch is the culprit, and this coin is lighter than the others. Make sense so far? Say we have 3 coins now instead of 2. Here we don't need an outsider coin. We can determine which coin is the culprit with just these 3 coins and 2 weighings. So we put 1 coin on each side in the first weighing. The scale is balanced and the culprit coin is the third one. But we still need to determine whether it's lighter or heavier. So we swap it with 1 coin that's on the scale. We know the coin we haven't touched is a normal weight. So if during the second weighing, the scale tips toward the coin we swapped in, then that means it's heavier than the others. And if the scale tips toward the other side, then that means it's lighter than the others. If the scale unbalances during the first weighing, then we just repeat what we did in the 2 coin scenario. Now let's look at the 4 coin scenario. How to determine with 2 weighings which is the culprit coin and whether it's heavier or lighter. Like the 2 coin scenario, we need an outsider coin that we know is a normal weight. So how do we do that? Well, it's counterintuitive, but you put 3 coins from the 4 coin group on the scale, along with the outsider coin. On one side, you put 1 coin from the 4 coin group, along with the outsider coin, and on the other side, you put 2 coins from the 4 coin group, and the 1 remaining coin from the 4 coin group is off the scale currently. Now, if the scale unbalances, say toward the outsider coin duo, then that means what? It means either the coin that's with the outsider coin is the heavier coin, or coin 1 from the other side is the lighter coin, or coin 2 from the other side is the lighter coin. So what do we do now? So now we compare the 2 candidate lighter coins. We weigh just these 2 against each other and take all the other coins off the scale. The scale balances, and that means the coin that was with the outsider coin is the heavier coin. The scale unbalances during the second weigh-in, and the lighter coin is obviously the lighter coin. Make sense so far? So that's what you do in the 4 coin scenario. And now I've just given you a hint on how to solve the actual problem. If you haven't solved the problem already, you still have a chance to, my friend. Pause the video here if you want to give it one more shot. If not, keep going. Okay, now we're done with the foreplay, the introduction. Let's get into the actual solution. So for starters, we separate the 12 coins into 3 groups of 4 coins. We weigh the 2 groups against each other, and the third 4 coin group is off the scale. So let's first cover the scenario that the scale unbalances during the first weigh-in. What do we do then? Well, we further separate this 8 coin group that's on the scale into 3 groups as follows. One group is a 2 coin group. The other 2 groups are 3 coin groups. So in the 2 coin group, we swap the sides of the coins. We do the good old switcheroo, in other words. In group 2, we form it as follows. 2 coins are on scale 1 and 1 coin is on scale 2, as you see here. We leave this group alone, we don't touch it. Now group 3 is the opposite of group 2. 1 coin is on scale 1 and 2 coins are on scale 2. But we take this group off the scale and we replace it with 3 normal coins from the third 4 coin group. So now we're ready to weigh the coins a second time. If during the second weigh-in, the scale tips toward scale 1, that is, if it goes in the opposite direction, what does that mean? means the culprit coin is in group 1, the one we did the switcheroo. So let's now get into scenario number 2. What if the scale remains the same? That is, scale number 2 remains heavier during weigh-in number 2. That means the culprit coin is in group 2. So that means either coin 1 on scale 1 is lighter, or coin 2 on scale 1 is lighter, or coin 3 on scale 2 is heavier. So what did we say during the introduction of this video? We now compare the two coins that are on scale 1 for weighing number 3. One is lighter than the other, and the lighter one is the lighter coin. If they are the same, then coin 3 that was on scale 2 earlier is the heavier coin. Now let's look at scenario number 3. The scale balances during weighing number 2. That means group 3 has the culprit coin. And during the third weighing, we compare the two coins that were on the same side to determine the culprit coin and whether it's lighter or heavier, as we did in the second scenario. So that takes care of the scenario in which the first weighing, the scale unbalances. What if during the first weighing, the scale remains balanced? And that means the culprit coin is in the third 4-coin group. That's off the scale currently. And during weighing number 2, you replace 3 normal coins from the scale with 3 coins from the 4-coin group and use the method that we talked about during the introduction of this video to determine the culprit coin. And that's your answer, my friends. That's a strategy you have to use in order to determine A, which one is the culprit coin, and B, whether it's heavier or lighter. Wow, what a problem. I mean, this is an exceptional problem. It requires outside-the-box thinking to solve. I mean, this is why I made this channel, my friends, because of puzzles like this one that fire up the imagination like nobody's business. I'm really glad I stumbled upon it during my problem-searching escapades. It's exceptionally difficult. So my hat's off to you if you managed to solve it on your own. That's why I gave a hint in the beginning. Pat yourself on the back, my friend, because this problem was no joke. It was really demanding on the synapses and on the imagination, not just on the synapses. Oh yes. Let me know in the comments if you liked it. As always, shoot any puzzle suggestions my way. I may actually showcase a puzzle you suggested. And hit those buttons like the world is ending tomorrow. That's pretty much it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.